Similar triangles. So in case you guys haven't been playing around with these guys recently, I'm going to give you a little rundown on the three similar triangle theorems. So we have side, side, side. In other words, if one triangle has exact proportionate sides to the other triangle, so for example, if you have side lengths of 1, 1, 1, and these guys get all multiplied by 3, then that means you have similar triangles. Otherwise, you could have side, angle, side. So for example, if you had a triangle here where you have two sides being proportional, and then you also know that the angle between them is also equal, then that means that you also have similarity. And the third option is, well, if you just have all of your angles being exactly identical, otherwise known as angle, angle, or angle, angle, angle similarity, then you also have similar triangles. So knowing those three theorems, let's go through some of these rules. We are not provided with a figure, so if at some point they do not provide you with a figure, feel free to draw it out yourself. And be very careful here to follow their instructions exactly, otherwise you risk missing something and getting something wrong. So, okay, so angles L and R are each going to be 60. I'm going to place our 60s over here. Ln is going to be 10 and RT is 30. So what's the proportion between these guys that we've just created? So if you said multiply by 3, then you would be correct. Now let's go down the list to see which one is going to prove similarity. So if you look at A, it doesn't look too great because we're actually saying that these guys are equal, whereas these guys are multiplying by 3. So definitely not that one. This looks pretty good on first glance, but when we keep looking at it, we start to notice that this actually isn't side angle side similarity because the 60 really should be located here in between the two sides. So not that guy either, unfortunately. And for this one, we're not going to exactly get the same angles here because if we wrote 70 over here, what should happen over here? So all angles should add up to 180 in a triangle, making this supposed to be 50, but they're telling us that S is going to be 60 here. So then we don't have all our angles the same, so it's not going to be C, leaving us with D, which is the correct answer because it correctly identifies all three angles as having the same values.